So you're somebody who struggles with your contact around the green, then this video is for you. There's a couple misconceptions of how I hit solid shots around the green that I want to talk about, and I want to get clear in your mind, and I definitely know are going to help you to hit more solid chips and pitches. So the first is, we've all heard, you picked your head up, you stood up, you looked up, when you see the ball screaming across the green or into the bunker in front of you. Well, I'm here to clear that up very quickly. First and foremost, I start in posture, so I start bent over. We have a fancy word for that, we call it flexion. So I start in flexion. By the time I get to impact and through impact, I get into what we call extension, which is a very fancy word for I stand up or I raise up. Now, how does this work, or why does this work? Remember that my hands are attached to the club, and my hands are also attached to my shoulders and my chest. So as my shoulders and my chest are working up, what's happening to the club head? Let's take a look at that. So as the handle works up into the air, what is the club head doing? The club head is going down. And our goal is, we want to create as flat an arc at the bottom of our swing to create solid contact. I don't want to have a very sharp angle into impact. I start digging. If it's too far in front of the ball, I top it, I hit it thin. So this action of going into extension, standing up, as I go into and through impact, helps me to raise the handle, and as I raise the handle, the club head goes down. If I were to take the handle, and I hear this and I see this a lot, where you've got to have forward shaft lean, you've got to lean with your hands. Well, as I lean the shaft forward, what does the club head do? You don't see it in the screen right now. Watch as I lean my hands forward. The club head just came up. So I see these people, they think they're standing up. They don't think they have enough forward shaft lean. So it looks about like this. And they just stick everything into the ground. They top it, they hit it fat. They're just any miss that you can think of. So if I want to hit it solid, the things I should be focusing on, or the things that I should be doing, is I should be starting in flexion, bent over. As I come into impact, I should be extending or straightening up. And as I do that, the club, the handle of the club, is working into the air and probably to the inside a little bit. And this just helps me to create a very flat bottom so the club head can go down there and just nip it off that tight turf. So if this is something you struggle with, next time you go out there, I've got a pretty cool little communicator that helps you feel this standing up or this shallowing out at the bottom of your golf swing when you're pitching and you're chipping. And what that is this lead shoulder. If I can take my lead shoulder and I can get it to kind of work up and back, you can see I'm going into an extension, and as that shoulder works back, remember my hands are tied to my shoulder, but they're also tied to the grip of the club. So as that shoulder's working back and up, my hand path, or the club, is working up into the air, so it's shallowing out, it's kicking the club head down to the golf ball, it's making the bottom of my swing very flat, so I can make solid contact. I can get it off these very tight lies that we have here in the winter in Florida. So next time you're out there, just work on making sure when you finish your swing, I'm in extension, feel like that handle's kind of working up and to the inside, and a great communicator for you is that lead shoulder is working up and it's working back. Give it a try. If you have any questions, you can reach me at mark@durlandgolf.com or on Twitter @durlandgolf. Thanks for watching.